Baseplan Presents video features how to backorder parts from the field, focusing on the following areas: searching for a part on a mobile device, backordering part against a service job, viewing the backorder on the service job, including the backorder in your parts replenishment process, creating and receiving a purchase order and viewing the parts on the service job.
Okay, so I'm currently logged into Baseplan Enterprise. And so the scenario we're going to be going through today is how we can actually backorder parts while in the field. So we had a couple of people ask about this. So what I've done is I've got a service job already created here where we've got an issue with the joystick on a boom, and we've got the serial number allocated, and it's been allocated to a technician already, and that technician has a mobile device and they're doing their service jobs or work orders in the field, essentially. So they might be a field service technician. Now, the part that we require for this, we potentially won't have in stock. And so what we're going to be ordering is this particular joystick controller for this JLG machine. So if I switch over to my mobile device here, you can see here I've got one job allocated to me and I'm logged in at Baseplan at the moment. So when I tap on that, I can see my job and the equipment number it's been allocated to. And if I tap on this, I can go through and accept the job and also do my take 5 or my pre-start just to say I've done all the safety. And in this instance, we basically want to back order something. And so if we look at this menu up here on the left, it gives me all this information about this particular job that I'm working on. And the one that we want to look at is parts. So if I clicked on parts, we can see here there's an arrow. A plus, sorry. If I click on the plus, I can start typing in the part number that I might need a back order for this particular job. So if I put in here, so 1600403, which is my JLG part number, that will search in the system and it will bring back this controller. And we can see here quantity available is 0. So there's an assumption that this part already exists. If the part doesn't exist in the system, we also have a process for that as well, which we can cover in a different video. Now, I want to back order this part and put it back against that job and then get someone to order that particular part so that we can then do the particular work on this machine. So if I hit the tick up here, and I could have scanned a barcode if I wanted to, rather than just typing in the part code. So if I hit here, we can see here, there's no quantity on hand. So I can say continue, yes. And it's added that detail line onto that job number automatically. And so if we went back here and I just updated my status now, so I can say parts have been ordered. And in that same token, I might record timesheets and stuff like that, but we're just focusing on the part side of it. So actually, before I click on parts ordered, let me just go back here. So this job that I'm working on, so this is job 3600, and this is 3600. You can see we've got these tabs down the bottom. So we've got actuals, estimate, actual detail, estimate detail, produced item, unconfirmed related documents. So when we back order something in the field, it actually appears in this unconfirmed section. So if I went back here and clicked on parts ordered, that moves off my list. And then when I refresh and get my work in progress, it'll come back, or when more jobs get allocated to me. And if I went back to Baseplan Enterprise and just hit refresh, you can see that that back order has come through automatically for that particular part that I wanted. Now, in this instance, what we could do is we could go through and open up this part here and then start figuring out how we want to actually order this. Now, we actually have a process that we can actually automate this as well, because we might have multiple mechanics in the field that are all back ordering parts. And so when we do our reorder process, we want to be back ordering, we want to be replenishing our min and max level on our parts. And we also want to be replenishing our back orders for all of our technicians as well. So if I went to stock and reorder, and I was to replenish that person's van, which is, where do we have here? Warehouse is New South Wales. So add new, and for New South Wales, just do some parts. So we'll see down here in these reorder options, we've got equipment, parts issue, sales order, and reorder. So parts issue is when it relates to a service job, like we just did. Sales order is when we want to sell something, we don't have it. And then reorder is when it is with outside the min and max reorder points. So we can replenish based on usage. So if I select parts reorder and go create batch, so we can see here that there's actually 2 lines here that it's back ordered. Someone else must have done some work lights here for me. And so we can see here that JLG joystick controller has been allocated, and it's already pulled through the preferred supplier and then the purchase price as well, and linked it to the job number. So the person that's doing the reordering would have a list of everything here. There would be much more than just 2 items, and they would then go through these items and then go create purchase orders on the bottom right here. And then once we did that, so if I hit create purchase order, that moves off the list automatically, and then our purchasing team would be able to then actually manage that process. So if I went to my purchase order screen now, there would be an open purchase order, which someone would then confirm and send off to JLG in this instance. You can see here, there's a purchase order automatically created with the detail line of that quantity. And this is linked back to that service job. So when this gets receipted, it would then update the quantity automatically. Why don't we just do it while we're here at the same time? Yeah. So I'm just going to confirm this item. Now I'm just going to fully receive this so we can see it flow through to the job. Okay, so it's just waiting for the invoice to be matched off against the purchase order. And if we went back to our job now and refresh, that goes, and we have the part there, and then we can give this back to the technician. So we can allocate it back to the technician and put it in his bucket. So when he comes back to work, or whatever the process is that you follow in your warehouse. All right, well, hopefully this has given you some tips on how you can automate your parts reordering in the field. And like normal, if you have any questions or ideas on future topics, please leave a comment in the section below.